I combo fed both of my boys, one from 8 months and the other one from a few minutes after birth. And I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner and a lactation counselor. So if you are here because you're Googling, will my milk supply tank if I start offering formula? You are not alone. I see you. And I want to help you learn how to balance breast milk and formula while maintaining your milk supply, because it's something that I see happen in clinic all the time and families are making it work. Before we get into the how-to, I want to go over how milk is actually produced. So milk is produced based on supply and demand. So the more we demand of the body or the more we remove from the breast, the more it's going to tell the body to make. So the big fear with combo feeding is if you're offering a little bit of formula and therefore decreasing the demand on your body, will your body stop producing as much breast milk? The key thing to note is that it's not actually the formula that's causing the milk supply to decrease. It's not removing milk that's causing milk supply to decrease. So if you made the decision to combo feed and you want to give a few ounces of formula, or if you want to replace breastfeeding sessions with bottles, the rules of maintaining your milk supply are pretty much the same. And here's what I talk to families about in clinic every day. There are 3 things I want every combo feeding parent to know about protecting milk supply. Number 1, start small when it comes to the amount of formula that you're offering your baby. So if you want to maintain your milk supply to the highest amount, we want to give your baby just a little bit of formula to meet their demands. So that might mean that you are giving a bottle with mostly breast milk in it and a little bit of formula, or you're breastfeeding and then offering small amounts of formula, maybe like a half an ounce to an ounce after some of your feeding sessions. We want babies to be getting as much breast milk as possible and then giving a little bit of formula while we can figure out what's going to happen with your milk supply. If you're combo feeding because of low milk supply and the goal is to give as much breast milk as possible, what you're going to do is you're going to continue pumping or you're going to continue feeding at the breast. And then if your baby is still hungry afterward, then you use formula to meet your baby's demands. Combo feeding with low milk supply looks different for every family because it really depends on how much milk you're producing and what your baby's needs are. If your goal is to provide some breast milk and some formula, but you don't really care about the ratios, you're not like, I want to give as much breast milk as possible, then figure out a schedule of milk removal that works for you or of breastfeeding that works for you. So some families ask, can I breastfeed in the morning and breastfeed in the evening and then not do any milk removal during the day? The answer is possibly. So if your baby can go in between the breast and the bottle seamlessly, there is the potential that this will work. What we know is that if you decrease your demand, your supply will also decrease. So then you have to make sure you're meeting your baby's intake needs with more formula. So you figure out a schedule that works for your family. Maybe that's milk removal 2 times a day or 3 times a day or 6 times a day. And then if your supply adjusts and it's not enough for your baby, you increase the amount of formula that your baby's getting. Number 2, pump when your baby gets a bottle if your goal is to get as much breast milk as possible. So even just a 10-minute or a 15-minute or even just using a hand pump, a manual pump to get milk out will send the signal to your brain to make more milk. If possible, and you want to keep your milk up as much as you can, don't drop your pumping sessions. Number 3, don't drop too many feeds too fast. So if you decide that you want to pump twice a day and that's it, and you go from pumping 8 times a day or milk removal 8 times a day to 2 times a day, well, your body is going to react and it's probably not going to be too nice. You might have engorgement discomfort. It puts you more at risk for mastitis. If you can drop it gradually, so maybe dropping a feed every few days, your body has a little bit more time to regulate your supply and your supply won't drop as drastically. You can observe cues like feeding cues, hunger cues in your baby, and you can navigate combo feeding a little bit easier of how much breast milk to give, how much you're going to be producing versus how much formula you're going to give. So how many times should you remove milk in order to give as much breast milk as possible? If your baby is under 3 months, so before your supply has regulated which happens sometime between 6 weeks and 12 weeks, I often like to have you remove milk at least 8 times in a 24-hour period. If your baby is a fresh newborn, meaning they were born in the last few days, and you are waiting for your milk to come in and you want to give as much breast milk as possible, you feed your baby on demand. So that is, if you're feeding them at the breast, you feed them on demand. So when they are hungry, on demand, based on hunger cues, no longer than every 2 to 3 hours. Now, if your baby is over 3 months and your supply is regulating or has regulated, then I often recommend removing milk at least 6 times in a 24-hour period. Now, one of the most common questions that I get is, can I go overnight without removing milk? And the truth is that while some women can go longer stretches, so longer than 6 hours or over 8 hours without having a dip in supply, a lot of women can't. So it's up to you to decide, do you want to offer as much breast milk as possible, in which case, if your baby's sleeping through the night, then you're waking up to pump, or would you rather have a decrease in your supply and then sleep a little bit longer? It really depends per family and per situation. What do you do if your combo feeding and your supply starts to drop? Even with the best intentions and effective milk removal, sometimes if you're offering a little bit of formula, your supply can decrease. The best fix is always the same: effective milk removal. So adding in a milk removal session will help increase your supply. So even if you're doing a manual pump or you're doing a wearable pump, whatever works for your schedule, even for a few minutes, 5 minutes is better than no minutes. If you're noticing a dip in your supply, increasing removal will increase your supply. Other things that are worth looking into is, are your membranes worn out on your pump? Are you really stressed? Did you start a new medication? Are you starting your period? That is also something that can affect your supply. I will link a video here that goes over common reasons why you have a temporary dip in supply and what to do about them. Another common question that I get is combo feeding only for pumping moms? And whether your baby goes back and forth between the breast and the bottle is truly up to your baby and their temperament. I like to make sure that the flow on the bottle matches the flow of your breast milk as much as possible. Like if you have a very, very fast flow and a fast letdown, and then we're going and trying to give them a very, very slow bottle, they might refuse the bottle. And vice versa, if you have a very, very fast flow on the bottle and you have a slow flow, or your breast, not slow flow breast, but your breast milk comes out normally, they might get frustrated at the breast. So making sure that they match as close as possible is one of the ways you can go between breastfeeding and bottle feeding. The bottom line is that combo feeding is very common. Lots of families are making it work every single day. It just takes a little bit of intention and figuring it out. Sometimes that can be overwhelming. So if you need any help, I do offer one-on-one consults. We can talk about your combo feeding plan and to make sure that we are preserving your milk supply in the process. For more information on combo feeding, or for bite-sized pieces of feeding information from a lactation professional and a pediatric nurse practitioner, make sure to hit subscribe. Bye-bye.